Kansas fines limits practice test.
Question 1. A Kansas driver will receive a notice via mail of an impending driver's license expiration date at least days in advance.
20, 40, 30, 10.
Answer.
30.
Question 2. A Kansas driver may renew his or her license up to before the expiration date.
30 days. 6 months. 1 year. 60 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 3. How many hours of community service may a Kansas driver be ordered to serve upon his or her first DUI conviction?
100. 50. 25. 75.
Answer.
100.
Question 4. If a Kansas driver refuses to submit to a chemical test, his or her license will be suspended for a minimum of
30 days. 1 year. 6 months. 90 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 5. Which of the following will result in mandatory indefinite license suspension?
Failure to maintain required insurance. 1 speeding conviction. Failure to use headlights. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Failure to maintain required insurance.
Question 6. A Kansas instructional permit allows a driver to operate a vehicle under the supervision of a driver who is
a parent, over the age of 21, a certified driving instructor, over the age of 25.
Answer.
Over the age of 21.
Question 7. If a Kansas driver is over the age of 21, how often will his or her driver's license expire?
Every 3 years. Every 5 years. Every 6 years. Every 4 years.
Answer.
Every 6 years.
Question 8. What is the official name of the Kansas driver's permit that most drivers obtain before becoming unrestricted drivers?
Non-commercial underage instruction permit. Commercial Class C instruction permit. Non-commercial Class C instruction permit. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Non-commercial Class C instruction permit.
Question 9. It is to text message while driving in Kansas.
Illegal. Allowed when you are driving 15 miles per hour or slower. Legal. Allowed for drivers over 21 only.
Answer.
Illegal.
Question 10. What is the license reinstatement fee in the state of Kansas?
$125. $100. $75. $50.
Answer.
$100.
Question 11. What is the minimum license reinstatement fee for Kansas driver's licenses that have been suspended because of alcohol-related charges?
$75. $100. $25. $50.
Answer.
$100.
Question 12. A Kansas driver must report a change of name to the Division of Vehicles within days.
30. 20. 40. 10.
Answer.
10.
Question 13. Which of the following could result in the suspension or revocation of a Kansas driver's license?
Attempting to elude an officer. Failure to stop if involved in an accident. Vehicular homicide. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 14. A Kansas firearm permit is issued to drivers between the ages of 14 and 15 who live on a farm of more than acres.
30. 200. 20. 100.
Answer.
20.
Question 15. Which of the following will not result in immediate suspension or revocation of a Kansas driver's license?
Failure to yield. Vehicular battery. Reckless driving. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Failure to yield.
Question 16. What is the minimum license suspension period for a Kansas driver who is found to be operating a vehicle with a back level of 0.08% or higher?
60 days. 90 days. 180 days. 30 days.
Answer.
30 days.
Question 17. How is the requirement of 50 hours of driving experience proven in the state of Kansas?
Word of mouth. A signed affidavit. A handwritten log. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
A signed affidavit.
Question 18. How many hours of driving experience must a Kansas driver accumulate before obtaining a standard driver's license?
25 hours. 50 hours. 100 hours. 75 hours.
Answer.
50 hours.
Question 19. If a Kansas driver obtains his driver's license on his 17th birthday, when will it need to be renewed?
4 years from the date the copy was delivered via mail. On his 24th birthday. On his 19th birthday. On his 21st birthday.
Answer.
On his 21st birthday.
Question 20. Which of the following are required when a 15-year-old Kansas driver applies for a restricted driver's license?
Parental consent. A vision test. Completion of a driver education program. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 21. If a 15-year-old Kansas driver applies for a restricted driver's license, he or she must provide documentation of the completion of at least hours of driving experience.
60. 10. 25. 50.
Answer.
25.
Question 22. A 16-year-old Kansas driver with a less restricted driver may transport up to passengers under the age of 18 who are not family members.
2. 1. 3. 4.
Answer.
1.
Question 23. At what age may a Kansas resident apply for an instructional permit?
17. 16. 14. 15.
Answer.
14.
Question 24. Upon a second DUI, alcohol or drug-related charge, or refusal charge within 5 years, a Kansas driver's license will be suspended for
6 months. 1 year. 30 days. 60 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 25. All children under the age of must be restrained in a child safety seat in the state of Kansas.
4. 5. 3. 2.
Answer.
4.
Question 26. What is the penalty for failing to renew a Kansas driver's license before the expiration date?
$1. $50. $25. $10.
Answer.
$1.
Question 27. If a Kansas driver's address changes, he or she must notify the Division of Motor Vehicles within days.
60. 30. 90. 10.
Answer.
10.
Question 28. Applicants for a Kansas instructional permit who are years of age are not required to obtain parental approval.
17 to 18. 16 to 18. 15 to 19. 16 to 19.
Answer.
17 to 18.
Question 29. Refusal to submit to chemical testing in the state of Kansas will result in license suspension of
2 years. 1 year. 6 months. 30 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 30. A 16-year-old Kansas driver with a less restricted driver's license may operate a vehicle between the hours of
5 a.m. and 11 p.m. 5 a.m. and midnight. 6 a.m. and midnight. 5 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Answer.
5 a.m. and 9 p.m.
Question 31. If a Kansas driver fails to appear in court regarding a traffic citation, his or her license will be suspended
until the matter is settled. For 6 months. For 1 year. For 30 days.
Answer.
Until the matter is settled.
Question 32. Which of the following are possible restrictions of a Kansas driver's license?
Corrective lenses. Hand-operated equipment. Daytime driving only. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 33. How long must a Kansas driver maintain an instructional permit before applying for a standard driver's license?
30 days. 1 year. 18 months. 6 months.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 34. To which of the following people must a Kansas driver show his or her license upon request?
Driver's license examiner. Judge. Police officer. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 35. Moving traffic violations within a 12-month period will result in the suspension of a Kansas driver's license.
4. 2. 5. 3.
Answer.
3.
Question 36. Accidents that result in more than of damage must be reported to the local police department as soon as possible.
$2,000. $500. $1,500. $1,000.
Answer.
$500.
Question 37. A restricted driver's license allows Kansas drivers to operate a vehicle unsupervised if traveling.
Both of these answers are correct. To or from work. Neither of these answers are correct. To or from school.
Answer.
Both of these answers are correct.
Question 38. A Kansas driver may consult with his or her attorney. A chemical test is completed.
Before. After. During. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
After.
Question 39. KS drivers between the ages of who hold an instructional permit are not allowed to use cell phones while driving for any reason.
14 and 15. 16 and 21. 14 and 16. 14 and 21.
Answer.
14 and 16.
Question 40. Kansas drivers under the age of must have written consent from a parent or legal guardian to apply for an instructional permit or driver's license.
19. 20. 21. 18.
Answer.
18.
Question 41. Kansas driver's licenses for drivers under the age of 21 will expire
In 3 years. In 1 year. On the driver's 18th birthday. On the driver's 21st birthday.
Answer.
On the driver's 21st birthday.
Question 42. Kansas's implied consent law mandates that any driver who operates a vehicle within the state must
submit to a chemical test upon request. Release his or her medical records to the state. Complete high school. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Submit to a chemical test upon request.
Question 43. Drivers who are over the age of must renew their Kansas driver's licenses every 4 years.
21. 70. 65. 50.
Answer.
65.
Question 44. Which of the following could result in a DUI charge in the state of Kansas?
Alcohol consumption. Over-the-counter medications. Prescription pills. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 45. At what age may a Kansas driver apply for a restricted driver's license?
17. 15. 16. 14.
Answer.
15.
Question 46. At what age will a Kansas driver's license become non-restricted?
16. 17. 18. 21.
Answer.
17.
Question 47. Which of the following will result in mandatory license suspension in the state of Kansas?
Driving under the influence of drugs. Transporting an open container of beer. Transporting an open container of liquor. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 48. When does a Kansas firearm permit allow a driver who is 15 years of age to operate a vehicle?
Neither of these answers are correct. Traveling to and from farm-related work. Both of these answers are correct. To and from school.
Answer.
Both of these answers are correct.
Question 49. Which of the following motorists must wear safety belts in the state of Kansas?
The driver and front seat passengers. The driver only. All motorists. Back seat passengers only.
Answer.
All motorists.
Question 50. Marriage certificates, court orders, and divorce certificates are acceptable forms of identification for
Driver's license renewal. Change of address on a Kansas driver's license. Driver's license application. A traffic stop.
Answer.
Change of address on a Kansas driver's license. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.